Yeah. We live? Yeah. Jaws of life. J-O-L. Only one Shala. Yeah. First of all, there is only one Shala, only one life, only one Epiphany Suite, let's get it right. But we do have several rooms for y'all to come and kick it. Living, bedroom, office, man cave, to be specific, it's life. And we vow to keep it interesting. Laugh with you, give you the real, see it manifesting. Midweek, you made it through this day, this hump night. Every Wednesday, 9 to 11, we take flight. ATL, next 100 and funded. Two of the funniest, we survey the streets, this what they wanted, yeah. IBNX Radio is the .com. Welcome to Epiphany Suite, A-Star, talk to 'em.
Here with y'all's a life, it's a mood to survive. Only one Charlotte got the temperature right. Ain't nothing off limits, got the ear to the street. Hot topics now rocking with the Epiphany Suite, yup.
It's Wednesday. Welcome to the Epiphany Suite. I am your host, only one Shawn. She is Go Jessie Go. What's going on?
I'm here.
Child.
Retrograde been trying to take me out, but I'm here.
Just folks, period, got on my nerves. People get on my nerves. Family, DNA, non-DNA, every last one of them sapsuckers. Every last one of them sapsuckers. Hey, Whitney. Yeah, every last one of them. But it's all right, though. It's all right. It's going to get better. You know, every day can't be sunshine, glitter, and rainbows. You know, got to have a few rocks up in that thing.
I suppose.
Yes. But we have a dope show in store for you all tonight. We do have the CEO and creator and CEO. Let me make sure I give the king all his titles.
Right.
Mr. Shawn Crenshaw. He's going to be coming. We're going to chit chat about what he has going on, talking about ovation for me. Because it's only right that you all need some ideas for Father's Day.
Yes.
And what better way to do it than to buy from a black-owned business, a black-owned brand, a good black-owned brand. Your goods.
Father's Day deserves just as much recognition.
Because you can't have one without the other.
Okay.
You can't have one. You cannot have a Mother's Day without a Father's Day. Say what you want to say, but it just cannot be done. So we're going to go in as we always do. We're going to start with celebrating life. So we're going to get a little music, come back, and then Jess is going to tell us who's celebrating the birthday. I hope I don't know if we're still in Gemini season or not.
We are. We have not.
Have not been able to jump ship. But the end is coming near. So let's get into some music, and we will be right back here on the Epiphany Suite.
Got a lot on my mind, I'm thinking I'm needing a break. Play up the club, the dang man. Can I get a minute? Cause it's space, man. You been in my head playing games, man. Give me way to control it. Got me feeling like I can't breathe. I can't even hang with the homie. Ain't no reason not to trust me. I'm your lady, not a slave. You my nigga, I'm a mess, I'll escape. Thinking who can I run to? Got me looking for a new dude with a chill vibe or a nice time. Who can lay back, who don't pick fights, who ain't insecure. Yeah. Why you gotta be so insecure? Yeah. When I did all I could do, but you be wanting more. And why you can't get above my back? And I can take a lot of shit, but I won't take that.
Been a long time, maybe home, I've been away. Work got me in and out of state. Don't know what you're doing, wonder what you're doing. You got things in your face, I never let you go to waste. You're my treasure, baby, not my trash. Thirsties, about to make a splash. Why I treat you like a trophy? Control freak, I tell you that's better than no free. Find someone better, you can go free. Stop tripping, girl, you know me. I'm your homie, don't cut it off. We done said it all and we done it all. I want it all for myself, sorry if I'm coming off insecure. Ooh, yeah.
Why you gotta be so insecure? Yeah, when I did all I could do, but you be wanting more. And why you can't get above my back? And I can take a lot of shit, but I won't take that. Don't you know the trust is important? Ever heard of that? Is it foreign to you? It's a good time, really boring to you. You be young and shook night, always trying to find you a bully or a lover. Are you my man or my big brother? Baby, something wrong with this picture. You make it hard to wanna stay with you. I'm your lady, not a slave. You my nigga, not my master, I'll escape. Thinking who can I run to? Got me looking for a new dude. I'm a good girl, but you're reaching. About to make me give you reason to be insecure. Why you gotta be so insecure? Yeah. When I did all I could do, but you be wanting more and 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 more. And why you can't get above my bed? And I can take a lot of shit, but I won't take that. No, I won't take that no more.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. That was Insecure with Jasmine Sullivan featuring Bryson Tiller. Is it Bryson Tiller? Bryson Tiller. That damn Jasmine Sullivan just sings. She just sings. She just sings. It's just I just can't get enough of it. Yeah, and speaking of singing, she needs to sing happy birthday to me, but since it ain't my birthday, not yet. Leo season cometh. Jess, who's celebrating a birthday?
Yes, it comes right before Virgo season, which is the best season since we're still in Gemini season.
No? Who's celebrating birthday?
Since we're still in Gemini season. Happy birthday. We'll kick it off with Mr. Bill Cobbs, legendary actor. You familiar with Bill Cobbs? New Jack City. Yes, someone said Mr. Cobbs been old like 87 years.
Yeah, I trade with him.
He looks good.
He looks doggone good.
He looks very good. So happy birthday to Mr. Cobbs, as well as Ice Cube. Today was a good day. He looked good too.
Yeah, Gangsta paid off for him. Gangsta going good. Gangsta going good.
Well for him. So happy birthday to Ice Cube. Happy birthday to Kendrick Lamar, since we're still on the West Side.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar, yes.
Okay.
Rapper Kendrick Lamar celebrated Life Day as well. And we're transitioning over to a little rap music from the West Coast to a little soul R&B. Eddie LeVert celebrated the Life Day as well. Look,
that's that good old. You ain't no casting no. Yeah, that's that good. That's that good.
Did that take you somewhere?
Yeah. That's when R&B wasn't scared to be R&B. It's when R&B wore slacks. They wouldn't wear. Yeah, they sang to impress the woman, not to impress the men.
Wait, what did they wear?
Slacks.
They did it to impress us.
Yeah. Who else got a birthday?
Oh, happy birthday to Tupac. Since we're talking about, solid man, happy Heavenly Earth Day to Tupac. I know we celebrated him and Biggie.
Yeah,
are both
Gemini.
So that
explains a whole lot.
That does.
So, but happy birthday. A lot of men on the list.
A lot of men. So we're gonna switch it up to the ladies.
Okay.
Miss Coco from SWV celebrated her birthday.
She looks good at 51.
She looks real good for 51, as well as Miss Leah Remney from King of Queens.
Okay.
She looks really good as well.
Shall we just happy she alive after she took on the Church of Scientology, honey? We just praise God she's alive right now. That's what we gonna do.
We are.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. But what we gonna do now, happy birthday to everybody that celebrated a birthday this week. Congratulations on taking another trip around the sun. But if you're in heaven, happy heavenly birthday. I don't know what they say to y'all upstairs. I would say thank God you in heaven.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
So when we come back, we have a guest. There's a man up in the Epiphany Suite tonight. There's a man up in the Epiphany Suite tonight. He is none other than Mr. Shawn Crenshaw. So we're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we're going to chat it out with him and see what's going on and see why every man deserves an ovation. Right after this break, it's the Epiphany Suite on ATL's Next 100.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B.
The only station
For hip-hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
Tell me if you with it, 'cause I'm with it, babe. I haven't heard from you and I'm in it, babe. Just tell me what to do and I get it, babe. Gucci and Prada. Trip crib in the middle of the night. I don't let you miss me 'cause I put it down right now, babe. you miss me as I put it down right down, babe. I can put you on a flight. You know that a nigga like me can change your life, oh babe. Everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody got to go crazy. I got what you need. Everybody think you shy, but I know you a freak, little baby.
And welcome back. Go ahead, little selection, everything, and all that good stuff. Chris Brown, who, you know what? Before we even talk to our guest tonight, I just love the fact that Chris Brown, and maybe it's just me because I'm in my auntie phase of life, but just something about Chris Brown who just activates my inner cougar thought. You want to come in, nephew? Come sit in my lap. Come, yeah. But like, so speaking of aunties, I am an auntie who likes to smell a man that smells good.
I love a man.
Yeah, I love a man that smells good. Don't come hugging on me and you smell like you just stepped out of Snuggle Dryers. Don't do that. I don't like that. Don't do that. But we had a solution for all of those problems. We have a solution for if you are looking for a Father's Day gift. We have all of those. And the man to talk to about that tonight is none other than creator and CEO of Ovation Fragrance for Men. Ovation for Men Fragrance. Make sure that I say it right. Mr. Shawn Crenshaw, how you doing?
I'm good, Shala. How are you?
I'm above ground, so I really have nothing to complain about. So we in here. Let me make a formal introduction. Let's go, Jesse. Go sitting over there. Go, Jesse. Go meet Mr. Shawn Crenshaw.
Hello.
Shawn has a special place in my heart because he said on my first Wine Love Glam.
So
in my heart. So you can never say anything bad about him. He can do no wrong. I don't care if he was wrong. He can do no wrong. Absolutely not. So, Mr. Crenshaw, tell our listeners all about what you do, Ovation for Men, and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I am the CEO and founder of Ovation for Men Fragrance. Ovation for Men is all about celebrating the style, the creativity, the excellence of African American men and men of color, period. And so I started the brand to address what I thought was missing in the fragrance space, was a brand that was purposefully dedicated to celebrating African American men, targeting African American men, creating images and messages to inspire and motivate African American men. If you look at your regular fragrance advertisement, it's normally some guy in a Speedo with a six-pack, with his hair slicked back, on the nose of a yacht in this scene of grandeur. And that's not what represents me. That's not what represents my uncle, my dad, my brother, my cousins, all of us that purchase and love fragrances. And so I wanted to create a fragrance that was authentic to us and that spoke to our stories and spoke to our existence as Black men in America. And so there you have it, Ovation for Men, along with my tagline, every man deserves an ovation. So that's what Ovation is all about. And I want to thank you, Shala, and thank you, Jessica, for inviting me on this platform. I mean, you guys are doing big things, and I appreciate you. And it's just a pleasure and an honor to join you on this conversation about Ovation for Men.
And thank you for coming. So let me ask you this. We're going to break it in a couple of sections, so make sure we cover a lot. In the space of entrepreneur and in starting this journey, or what made you want to choose fragrance versus, because if anybody knows, you're very smart, so anything that you touch is going to turn to gold. What made you go into the fragrance space?
Yeah, with fragrance, I just saw it as an opportunity, an opening, a lane that I could create. Because, there aren't any Black-owned fragrance brands, or at least when I started my brand, there weren't any that was recognizable. None that I knew was Black-owned. And then when you look at the other major designers, none of them created any campaigns that really represented me, any authentic stories that represented me. And so I just saw an opportunity to create a brand to address that void. And I wanted to create a brand that when you look at it, you knew exactly who it was speaking to. It was speaking directly to you as a Black man here in America. And so, that was really the start of it. But it all goes back to when I was a kid. My dad was a big fragrance guy, and he had a collection of fragrances. And I just remember going into his room and smelling the different fragrances and looking at the different bottles and just imagining my name on a bottle, imagining, what it would look like to have my name on a fragrance. And so that's where it all started. And then as I, matured, and as I went through my career and thought about doing something entrepreneurial, it made me think about what was I passionate about, and and so fragrance was right there. And being a fragrance consumer, I just knew that it would be a good fit.
And ownership matters. That's what it comes to. Ownership matters.
Definitely
It matters. Go, Jesse, go. You got a question for him?
Absolutely. And just listening to an amazing story about the development of it, I noticed how highly you speak and how you mentioned that every man deserves an ovation. How important is the image of a man, particularly a black man, to you in depicting that of a higher standard and higher image? How important was that to you in developing this?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I wanted to create something that really spoke to celebrating African American men. When I started my brand, there was a lot going on in America. You know, police brutality. People, young black men were being shot down across the country. Every news report was about us being a criminal, or about us robbing, stealing, and doing all these other things. And so I wanted to create a brand that offered a different narrative, that really spoke to the people that inspired me, that spoke to the man that I knew my dad was, and my uncle, and my, excuse me, and my cousins and my brother, and so I wanted to offer something different than what you would normally see when you turn on the TV, and so that's what I do. I mean, I was a guy that dreamed big, and people that inspired me dreamed big, and I just wanted to honor them and celebrate them with a fragrance. And it was just, fragrance was my passion, and so I just wanted to celebrate them with that. And as you know, again, there are plenty of brothers out here, your fathers, your brothers, your uncles. They're doing great things in America. They're doing great things for their family, and they're not recognized. And so I wanted to create a fragrance that specifically and deliberately recognized them for all the great things they were doing as black men in America, to kind of counter this message and imagery of us being criminals and us being, you know,
That bull.
whatever you want to call it.
Shale doesn't play about that.
That bull they be trying to put that bull they be trying to put on us. Shawn, what would you say to other entrepreneurs who do have that dream, who do dream big like you did, but are just not sure when to pull the plug, or just not sure of how to go about it? What is something advice that you would give them?
I would tell them, get started. Just get started. There should be no reason why you are delaying your dream, delaying your efforts to bring your brand to life. Get started. Get started today, not tomorrow, not next week. Get started today, because as soon as you get started, that puts you further along in your process. And so that's what I would say. People want to find reasons not to get started. Oh, I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not ready. I need to do this and I need to do that. It's not true. The fact that you have the idea, that's enough. That's enough. Put your website out. Start branding yourself. Even if you don't have product, it's okay. Let people know that you have a dream, that you have aspirations. This is what you're working on. Get out there, get off your couch, stop scrolling through your social media. Get out there and tell people what your dream is, and put yourself out there. So that would be my advice. Get started today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today.
Because there's no such thing as the right time. There's no such thing as the right time. The right time, as soon as you get the vision, as soon as you get the idea. That I can attest to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that I can attest to. So we're gonna flip it, because I do know I'm trying to be respectful of your time. Since you are talking about fragrance, and like I said before, when we talk about Gerald Levert, I come from the era in which, men wore slacks and they did things to impress women. When it comes to the impressing women with fragrance, whether it's how it's carried, because you carry yourself, like I said, I've never seen you less than carrying yourself as a perfect king. What is something that you think that the younger generation needs to pull from gentlemen like yourself they know the importance of being a gentleman, of looking, of being debonair, being suave, that you can have swag with a tie. You don't have to pull your damn pants up if nothing else. But they tend to think, a lot of times they'll say if you're wearing a suit and tie, you're a square, whatever. And it's not until they get older they realize that's swag, that's what's sexy. So, really, what would you say to them to encourage them as far as their presentation?
No, I tell my young brothers, represent yourself, as a king. And I don't know any kings that had their pants sag down below their butt and showing their underwear. I try to inspire brothers to let them know that, how you present yourself speaks of you before you even speak a word. Like your presence is already felt before you even speak, and that's the way you present yourself. So I try to stress to brothers, like, take pride, in diversifying your wardrobe. Take pride in diversifying your presentation. There's a time and a place. You've heard it. There's a time and a place for everything. And so, sagging jeans and sneakers and hey, that's fine. It's a trend, but when it really comes to being a leader, being someone of influence, someone of character, you got to do better than that, because that type of imagery is associated with something else that's not associated with being a king, being a man, being a leader. That type of aesthetic was originated in the penal system, and so that's I try to stress the brothers, go out and get you a suit, get you a tie, get you some shoes that you can polish, that you got to put some work into, that you got to care for, and that's basically it. And I try to tell brothers it's about having pride about yourself, because that's what's important, and that's how you represent yourself. That's how you show up, and it says a lot. And so again, I want to capture all of that in a fragrance. Like I said, people, these young cats, they all about they look, they Gucci belt and this pair of sneakers and all of that. Well, give that same effort and energy to your fragrance. And so that's my, that's what turns me on. That's what keeps me going.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Like I said, I want to be respectful every time. Definitely appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us. And how can they find you? How can they find the fragrance? Where can they go and purchase that online? Because Father's Day is coming up. So this makes the perfect last minute gift. That you can see the man behind the brand is a man of integrity, intelligence, and he's sexy than a mug, though. We're going to go and we got to give him that. Give him that.
Now, Shale, now, Jessica, now don't y'all start. Now, I apologize. Listen, and I wish I had more time to stay on and talk to you, beautiful ladies. I apologize because I'm in between events, and so I had to step away from one to take, to be on the call today. So I apologize for the noise and
it's okay.
and any distractions. But I appreciate y'all, and you can, for the listeners and the viewers, you can reach me at the website. Definitely purchase you a bottle. Father's Day is coming up Sunday, so if you have not purchased anything for your dad or that special man in your life, go to ovationfragrance.com. ovationfragrance.com. Pick up a bottle of Ovation. Every man deserves an ovation, so definitely celebrate him. You can also follow me on social media, on IG at Shawn Crenshaw INC. That's at Shawn Crenshaw INC. Or you can follow me at Ovation for Men. At Ovation for Men. I answer all my DMs. I apologize in advance.
You better know you're talking to with these listeners. Wait a minute.
But I do answer all my DMs.
Okay. All right, then. Just in case, though. I'm just letting you know. They'll slide in.
It's okay. Send me a message. I'll answer.
Okay. Well, again, thank you. And we'll reschedule when you have more time. You can come in and sit and chat with us and, have a cigar and a little whiskey with us.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
Absolutely.
All right. Again, That is Shawn Crenshaw. Make sure you go and you follow him. Make sure you go and you purchase Ovation for Men, Ovation Fragrance for Men. And again, when I say support, I mean buy. Okay? Don't ask for discount. Don't do anything
Shayla,
like that.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you more, baby. Have a good one.
Thank you, Jessica, and I appreciate you too.
Have a good one.
All right, we're going
Okay.
to a quick break and we'll be back. It's the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
The only station.
For hip hop and R&B.
ATL's Next 100.
Alright. Yeah. N.E. keep it hot for ya. Now let me set it off in the right way. You got a banging booty in a tight waist. I've been a fan since I met you in the lobby. And hopefully you end up over my place.
I can't believe I never saw you coming over until you put your pretty hand up on my shoulder. I wanna touch, I wanna kiss, I wanna hold you. Yeah, I really wanna get you hot tonight. So tell me what I gotta do to get the hook up in the future. Baby, you choose the night, whatever you like, and I'ma pick you up on time.
And it's cool if you don't want to, but you be a fool if you don't want to. Because I guarantee that if you with me, you're gonna be feeling how you're supposed to be.
Girl, give me your number. Give it to me. Forget it, here go my number.
Here you go.
Forget it, you don't need my number.
No, you don't.
Cause we're gonna get hot tonight.
Oh,
Girl, give me
girl,
your number.
give it to me.
Forget it, here go my number.
Here you go.
Forget it, you don't need my number.
No, you don't.
Cause we're gonna get hot tonight.
And if you say you don't like it my way, we can do it your way. Any way is okay. And if you say
You don't like it my way.
we can do it
Your way. Anyway, it's
any way that you
okay.
like it, babe. Tell me what I gotta do to get the hook up in the future. You choose the night, whatever you like, and I'ma pick you up on time.
And it's cool if you don't want to, but you're a fool if you don't want to. Cause I guarantee that if you're with me, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Give me your number. Yeah.
Forget it, here go my number.
Here you go.
Forget it, you don't need my number.
Forget you don't.
Cause we're gonna get hot tonight.
Come on,
Give me your
girl.
number. Forget it, here go my number.
Come and get it.
Forget it, you don't need my number.
Get it, you don't really need it at all.
Hot tonight.
Can we break it down? Baby, can we break this down? Can we break it down? Yeah.
Cause we're gonna get hot tonight.
Can we break it down? Can we break it down? Can we break it down?
Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Girl, give me your
Seen a
number.
lot of shorties in the club
Forget it,
tonight.
here go my
But you the
number.
only shorty I'ma love
Forget it,
tonight.
you don't need my
The one and
number.
only woman that I'm thinking of. So come on over here, let me show you some love. Girl, I wanna get you real hot tonight. See if I can love you non-stop
Forget it, you
tonight.
don't need my
Wanna
number.
make you feel like you feel
Cause we're
alright.
gonna get hot tonight. Girl, give me your number. Forget it, here go my number. Forget it, you don't need my number. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight. Girl, give me your number. Forget it, here go my number. Forget it, you don't need my number. Cause we're gonna get hot tonight.
Let me say, ooh, baby, alright, yeah.
Yeah, N.E. keep it hot for you.
And I wanna say, ooh, baby, alright, yeah.
Yeah, N.E. keep it hot for you.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
The only station.
For hip hop and R&B.
ATL's Next 100.
And welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. Thank you to Mr. Shawn Crenshaw. Isn't he dope?
Dope.
He's dope.
Like that. Had a whole little
Yeah, he
debonair
stay
going.
dapper.
You know,
Fellas, let me tell you something. Your outer clothes will determine if you gonna get in her clothes.
that's true.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you that I think I had a dude, some little dude try to holler, and I looked at him. I said, "Baby, you dressed too young. It won't work. It won't work. It won't work.
It's not gonna work out.
It's not gonna work out. What you got a belt and then your pants are by your knees. What are we doing
Defeats
here?
the entire purpose.
It defeats the entire purpose. So, here we are now. Normally this is where we would talk about living room entertainment and everything, but we had to rearrange a couple of things. So, let's talk about Jay. If you've been on social media, Jay, you will see where the TikToker Crystal Crave, who is she reads. Now I had to go and check out her page.
I look.
She reads everybody. She's an equal opportunity reader. But Jay decided that it was going to be a bright idea for him to go on and say that light-skinned women can wear colored wigs better than
dark-skinned women. That dark-skinned women cannot just like wear colored wigs like that.
So here's my question, Jay. And shout out to Crystal Craig because he did go on to say that she was hiding from him and everything like that. Which, one, let me tell you, when you want to go after, there are two people this week that have gotten on my last nerve on social media. Jay being one and Michael Costello being the other. And we're going to talk on that. Yeah, we're going to touch on that. But if you're going to go after social media, anybody that's active on it, you got to be on point.
Yeah.
You can't have your bed on the floor,
Jay,
and then your rebuttal is I'm about to drop a response. Jay, if anything, she hooked you up.
You're welcome, Jay.
You're welcome, Jay. And to say, oh well, now I might go buy 2 bed frames. My boy, why did you have the first damn bed?
Where's the first one, Jay?
Where's the Jay?
We're talking about doubling up when you hadn't even started.
Jay? And even then, buying both of those, Jay, it still will not amount to the amount of that lace front that these beautiful dark-skinned sisters are wearing.
Slay every day,
Jay.
That you could never pull, Jay. Whose DMs you're probably in,
Jay.
If you got your feelings hurt by one, just say that,
Jay. And secondly, black men are the last men that I should ever hear talking about what look good on dark skin or black skin. At the end of the day, your black ass came out of a black woman.
Okay.
I don't care if she light, dark. I don't care what she is. Your black ass came from a black woman. To be very, very clear. And if you are going to try and talk about someone's hair, you may want to go get a lace front braid down. Yourself.
Jay.
Punk ass.
And anybody else who feels like Jay
can get this smoke.
Just like Jay.
I just don't get it. And the more and more, and I have seen as far as the colorism and everything, me and a colleague of mine, we talked about that, how you could actually, you do see it. You do see it.
Absolutely see it.
But what we're not going to do is take it. That's the difference.
Right. We're not going to enable it or take it or encourage it or any of that. You can have your preference. But what we're not going to do is just outright declare
one is better than the other.
Yeah. We're not going to do that.
And then shouldn't your preference want to choose you?
That's the problem, Jay. Nobody's choosing you.
At all. And they probably not until you start to match. You need to match your socks, Jay. So that's where I'm at with it. That's how I feel about it. That's just, I don't know. I mean, and don't get me wrong. You have heard us. We would tease Whit because Whit is the light-skinned one out of this crew.
Yes, Whit is definitely.
But again, we do it.
And she acts light-skinned sometimes, but we
do
it from
it.
A place of love.
But nobody else better not say that to her.
Period. Don't like ever better say anything about Whit.
Thank you. I act just as black as I am.
Not I asked. Yeah, but I don't.
Y'all have certain natural
now that I don't see. I see with some of them when they rely on that.
Not a bad thing. No, not using it against.
I don't think I act light skinned at all. I don't know how you act light skinned. I can see men be acting light skinned.
You don't do subscriptions and trials.
Oh.
She doesn't, y'all. That's like the one thing.
Very low maintenance.
Everything else with is like the opposite of what you think. Like, but when it comes to that, she's like,
I grew up around. I don't know. I will say I never had light skin privilege. So
yeah, I don't.
You in Alabama? We don't play that.
We don't play that. I grew up around like brown skin and black people. Dark. Well, I'm gonna say darker than me. I'm black, but y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, you don't even look at you don't ever even like mention or look at it other than when you just said. Yeah. Subscription.
I mean,
but have you experienced it though, where you think colorism, as far as where you think you might have gotten ahead because
Absolutely not. I've never in my life.
Really?
I've never in my life gotten ahead because of
being light skinned.
No, it like just saying from what I see, like back home, them brown skin, dark skin girls, they had like hella flocks. So it ain't like I was just like.
And one thing about Alabama,
flocks. Y'all, you know what flocks are? Peas. You heard of peas? Flocks?
No.
Flocks like hoes.
No.
Shut up, I'm from Huntsville. I'm from northern Alabama. We don't speak that low Alabama.
Mobile.
Put in the chat.
Listen, we don't say flock.
Some flock.
No, we don't say flock at got a flop. No, they be like, we know you got the mo.
Hoes flops. You know.
Yeah, that's what we call them. We call them hoes. You got them dudes. She done taught us something tonight.
All right, the flock.
I was like, I don't know. Light skins in the chat. Y'all tell me y'all experience. I don't know.
Light skin.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I've never, like, as far as jobs go, I don't know if somebody dark skin was applying or not. But I mean,
I've seen it more the further I've gotten into the front of the camera that I do.
I will say,
yeah, and they don't have no talent. Yeah, they don't have zero. Yeah. Like, I got picked over this one company. They picked over this chick over me to host an event. She get there, and she's like, she's holding the mic like a limp dick, and it's like, and then what you do? I'm like,
I have questions.
Are you why she was very pretty? I will not take that from her, but you could just tell.
Questions.
What?
How does one hold
a limp dick?
Yeah.
You had pick a piece of spaghetti? Because when you picked it up, it wasn't limp. It just went. When that blue pill wear off, child, or when they had whiskey dick, or something like that.
I'm not gonna say.
Or when you trying to help the brother get back because he got in and it was too good, so you trying to help him get back, and then you is done. Let me not tell y'all my business. You and the Lord know about it. You know. Now the Lord might not, because he was immaculately conceptualized, but your mama, your daddy didn't do that. Yeah, your daddy entered your mama in the biblical way. I hate to tell y'all. I'm telling y'all, and all y'all folks that ain't ready. All y'all folks ain't ready. Your mama and your daddy had sex. That's how you got here. Okay,
yeah.
But
right.
Yes, you're welcome. But yeah.
A ninja dropped me off at the front door.
Not a ninja.
Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they still
dropped me off at the front door.
That's still. Yeah, no, that didn't go down like that.
In life.
Okay. Before you got to that front door, there was some bumping and grinding. There was some pretty Ricky grinding with me going on. So yeah. That is what that is.
Father's Day. Child. Now the baby daddies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Daddies.
That's how that went down. That's exactly how that went down. But I do believe, are we at the point where we do the A and B selection tonight? Are we at that point with?
What time is it? Yeah, almost.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah.
That's why is the engineer asking me?
We are on the
Our Heavenly Father, I told y'all,
ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, y'all. I promise y'all.
We had to rearrange the schedule just a little bit. That's why I had to ask.
It's A and B selection.
It's A and B selection. Okay, so we're gonna take A and B selection. When we come back, I'm gonna tell y'all why Michael Costello. If Backfire was a person,
but listen,
he would be it. Plus, we're gonna talk about a little bit of dating things. I really want to know from the people who date. And I don't care if you date men, women. I don't care as long as they grown and consensual. I don't care. Cater to you. Are we now?
Ooh, look.
Are we now? Is that where we're at with it?
Y'all
is that how you took it?
We're talking about this when we come back.
We're going to talk about this when we come back. After we talk about Michael Costello, so it's a whole night because we have to go to the kitchen and see what's hot. So we're going to talk about all of that right after this. It's the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio.
Hang the sign up on the door. It says, don't disturb this groove. It's just me and you. Just a way to say that I'm so into you. Just so that I understand. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. All I need is just me and you. 'Cause I want to tell you that I'm so into you. Just so that I understand. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. When it feels so real, don't disturb this Can you feel it? Just lock the door and turn the phone off. It's time for me and you. Are you ready? Hang the sign up on the door. Say don't disturb this. It's just me and you. Just a way to tell you that I'm so into you. Just so that I understand. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. All I need is just me and you. 'Cause I want to tell you that I'm so into you. Just so that I understand. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. All I need is just me and you. 'Cause I need you, baby. I need you, baby. Just so that I understand. I need you, don't you? Don't disturb this groove. I need you, baby. I need you, baby. When the feeling's so real, don't disturb this groove. 'Cause we're grooving, baby. We're grooving, baby. And I love it, baby. The way you do the things to me, baby. It's just me and you. And I love it, baby. Love it, baby. Love it, baby. And it's understood. Rita, don't disturb this groove. It's just me and you.
ATL's next 100. Listen. Next 100. Touch that dial.
The Pussy Rules the World version. You ready? Let's go. I got an all-star lineup for y'all, right?
It's 32.
But I'm gonna start off in Atlanta, Georgia.
You know I got you.
We're gonna give you some new blood. Diamond, holla at 'em, baby.
Ride or die chick with a pocket full of relish. Jimmy Choo fetish, keep me fresh like lettuce. Bitches get jealous, 'cause I'm quite cocky. Since 14, ain't now, ho, stop me. Money, I get it on the tracks, I spit it. That's why the credit cards don't come with no limits. Y'all just don't get it, a crib with no tenants. Walk through closets like I'm walking out of linen. That's swagger on the 100,000 trillion. Roll with bad bitches and they all look Brazilian. These niggas can't leave me, I swear they can't leave me. Ass so bad and the pussy like Fiji.
My chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad.
We're gonna take it from the hood of Atlanta, Georgia, down to the hoods of Miami, Florida. What up, Trina? Holla at 'em, baby, let's go.
I'm the baddest chick and they don't call me that for nothing. Diamond princess, straight BBS stunting. Light green eyes, hourglass frame. Still got the crown for best ass in the game. Hips of a goddess, watch how I throw 'em. So good it make 'em wanna tattoo my lips on 'em. I'm so bad and I rep that hood. Pussy stay wet, sex so good. 10 years strong, you should act like you know me. Hair so fire, make you do the hokey pokey. A good stroke in and a good stroke out. Now that's what I'm all about. I'm the baddest.
My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could.
Okay, we're gonna take it from Miami. We're gonna travel north till we get to Philly, right? And we're gonna
till the eve of destruction. Still pushing buttons there to do away the roof. Still walking around with $5,000 boots. So when I'm in the club, your chicks get jealous. Cause I'm that bitch and still keep a mean fetish. Still stack lettuce, still stack cheese. And I got a bad temper, tell your niggas say please. Cause this is for the G's, never for the busters. So put your diamond rings on and get yourself a hustler. Better yet a customer, guaranteed to buy it. Sick from the lips, caramel, wanna try it.
Peace and love, this your boy Jaws of Life, and you're listening to the Epiphany Suite every Wednesday night from 9 to 11 on ATL Next 100 on IBNXradio.com.
And welcome back. And right now, as we speak, what is going on is the verses between Trina and Eve. But we gotta do the Epiphany Suite. So it's me, only one Shala. They should check with me before they schedule that. Now I don't appreciate that Swiss Beats and Timberland and Versus. You check with me before you schedule anything. You from Wednesday.
Leave Wednesdays alone.
That
you
is
Versus on a nice Friday or Thursday or Versus.
They do need to be on Friday.
It's a Friday.
But you don't know when the Epiphany Suite is on. That is only one Shala and Go Jesse Go time.
Or at least a Thursday. Who does a Versus concert anyway? Come on now.
Tell you what's hard. It's so hard to get appreciated when it need to be appreciated.
Good help, so hard.
But when you try to get appreciated, when you try to get attention, and it goes wrong. Hey, Michael Costello, what you doing, boo?
What you doing, boo?
What you doing, boo?
Let me see that boomerang.
Ooh. It is a sure fact, and I don't care what religion, I don't care what you believe in life, God, Buddha, hell, even Satan, if that's who you worship, all of them agree on one thing. What you put in this life is what you will get out. What you do to others will come back to you. That doesn't change. That is the one thing that is constant throughout every belief. Whether you believe you'll be reincarnated as a bug and somebody gonna squash on you because you walked on people all your life, it still goes back to what you put in is what you get out. There's some people believe that. Mike Costello.
Mikey.
Boom.
Mikey.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Mikey.
So Michael Costello, Chrissy Teigen had some tweets that were hateful, and this is a primary reason why I do not like this cancel culture, and I blame this new generation for that cancel culture,
right?
Because you really ain't lived to do shit, so it's easy to cancel people who have made mistakes,
right?
That's why I don't like it, because sure as you live,
you will make a mistake.
You're going to make a mistake.
You're going to look back 10, 15, 20 years from now, and you're going to be like, wow,
why did I do that?
I said or did that.
And so that's why I don't like cancel culture. And so Chrissy Teigen, they came out, some tweets that she did, they would mean they were rude or whatever, and she apologized for it.
Right.
For me, it's done.
It's done.
You owned it, you did it, boom, it's done.
Here we go.
Michelle Costello come with her ass. Tell myself, well, I would be wrong if I didn't say anything about this. No. And I was tormented and I was suicidal by things that being bullied by Chrissy Teigen.
Girl.
First of all, you do know Chrissy married to John Legend, her babies, so that puts her with black people.
Right.
Did he not know that?
No, he just wanted to be. I think sales are low right now.
Is that what that was?
Business and booming. Sales are low. You needed a buzz. I get it, but it didn't do what you thought it was going to do, and you should have consulted a little more.
You should have checked with your past, because your past said,
what's up,
hey,
Mikey?
boo. Hey, Mikey.
Did you?
And come to find out, there was a black designer he got in an argument
that.
with. I remember that.
Like, it was big on
yes,
social media.
and when he called her the N-word. Yep. And Chrissy Teigen, come to find out, Chrissy Teigen was actually speaks to him, defending her.
Shout out to Maxie J Official. Because he insulted that girl to the, utter insult.
But then, up jumps the boogie. And this other gentleman says he sexual harassed me while I had cancer. Michael, what the hell you doing? Did you not know you had did this stuff?
Wait.
Yes. Go look on Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to Jason Lee, one of the people in my head that mentors me.
Yeah.
And he said, can we talk about Michael Costello sexual harassed me while I had cancer? So he basically, Michael Costello, you got explaining to do. Now you done went through here and you done said, oh well, they did this, she did, but you ain't said nothing yet.
What
You
you
need to clear
did?
this up. What you did?
I think I saw one initial reaction, but I think it's been since deleted because they probably told him you might want to take that down because he initially responded like, well, I didn't do this or I did this because they hold up, Mikey, coming with the wrong energy.
Mikey, what?
Yeah.
Oh, and Leona Lewis,
Leona,
he did.
yes,
He was
that's who
rude to her.
Yes.
He was rude to her. So here's my thing. You should never, when a person say, "Hey, I made a mistake and I was wrong for how I handled it," you should never want to jump on that to try to kick them when they're down. The funny thing about a foot, it always come back to you.
That's true.
It always come back to you. So, Mikey, boo.
Again, let me just say this.
Say that.
First off, Courtney Stott and the girl who Chrissy Teigen, said what she said to, she was a child. She was like 16. When he and Chrissy Teigen got into it, he was a grown man.
He was a grown man.
He was a grown man. So you a grown man trying to act like this woman who, she wasn't bullying you. She was angry at the fact that you made,
A racist slur.
So it's not like you talking about she didn't bully you. She had any natural reaction that somebody who hates racism.
Because her husband and the father of her children and her children are the very, like, a part
What
of
did
the
you
community
think was
that
going to
you-
happen?
Exactly. He releasing screenshots. Now, I will say, I don't wish death on people. She loved telling people to die.
Yeah.
Nah, I think
that's
that's
a
overboard.
white thing.
No, it's not. I'll be honest. No, because sometimes you.
She say that a lot, but it's just like I don't.
Gotta be careful.
We have to be honest. I think I don't think that she necessarily is wishing somebody to die. But in the same token, we have to be honest. There's some people, if they leave this earth, you don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I just ain't gonna,
Like who gonna be? I promise you, if Donald Trump left this earth right now, ain't nothing. What's next? What y'all want from the store?
Right.
It's people that died that ain't never died before, and we cannot sit here and knowing that
new chicken sandwich, Zach speaks
and be like, "Oh my God, they died." No.
I ain't gonna be like, oh my gosh, but I ain't gonna say like, you need to like go die. Yeah,
I'm not gonna necessarily tell you go die, but I'm gonna tell you, you know what you got to do, like everybody else do. From dust you came, from dust you shall return. Now your dust you'll have so happy gonna return in hell, but bad.
Nah, I just didn't like how he, as a grown man, was trying to play the victim.
Yeah.
Anytime a man plays a victim, it's a problem. Like I don't care about your sexuality. We're not talking about that because people be ready to say that. So for y'all come for me, I got time.
Right.
For the rest of the week, I got time.
Okay.
You grow up.
Yeah.
You're an adult. You're
in
an
this
adult.
industry, in the fashion industry as well. Grow up.
But he has a tendency of trying to go for people, and try to attack people. Design your dresses and shut up. Let's just be honest. Design your dress because the boy makes some bad stuff. Now I can't take that from him. He makes some gorgeous gowns.
He does. He makes gorgeous gowns. I just don't care for him.
Y'all know I didn't know him prior to this encounter. So.
Yeah, he makes gorgeous gowns.
Weird if you don't start turning on your TV, baby.
Listen, y'all see what I'm talking about?
Don't.
I know.
That's
light skin.
See, that's the little thing. When I mention that, I don't mean that Whit is like ever.
She, why she has many exceptions. There are a few, but sorry, Whit.
It's okay.
But nobody else can say that to you.
Right.
It'll be an issue.
Right. It'll be a real issue.
Like it'll be a serious issue. Like you
Like
said,
a
what to
serious
who?
issue.
When you see her,
What
you
is
see
she?
me.
When you see me, you see her.
She got her lashes done. I got my lashes done.
Okay.
They done, y'all.
They done.
Okay.
So, but I just have a problem. Don't do that. Yeah. There was no reason for him to really comment on
Right.
that.
Where did you even come from?
You know what I mean? Like you were looking for a reason to play pity me. Don't do that.
He just wanted to bring some attention to
And now you got it, baby.
You got it.
You got it.
exactly what you
your
wanted.
skeletons falling out all over the place.
You got exactly what you want.
And you never ever, what you never want to do once you do somebody dirty, you never give them a platform in which to tell everybody that you did them dirty.
Don't give me a mic.
Child, there's a few folks, I think they already know. So we're going to listen to some music because I'll get ready to tell all their business right now. Yeah, because you know when you get tired of, I think all of us have been at that point in life where you get tired of, what am I hiding the truth from everybody for? To save who? Everybody need to know that you jacked up. Everybody need to know that. You know? Sometimes you get tired of being a bigger person.
That's true.
I don't know where we've gotten it from.
I don't want to be the bigger person.
Bigger than what? I'm already bigger than you.
I'm good, right? I'm
a
a
big
nice
girl. girl, my pants are 2X and yours are 1X. I'm already a bigger person. So hell, let me tell your business. Let me tell you what you did.
I'm the smaller person this time.
I'm already the shorter person. I'm already the bigger person. I ain't got time for y'all. Make sure y'all follow us at Epiphany Suite on social media. Let's listen to some music, Jess, because they get on my nerves. They get on my nerves when I'm trying to live right and live for the Lord. We'll be back. It's the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNX Radio. Costello, dress me, redeem yourself. No, I don't even want your dress because you use racist slurs. I take that back. No, I don't want you back. But welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. I am your girl, only one Shale, and she is Go, Jessie, go. And Yeah. So we talking about Michael Costello. He like said, before you go and whine, before you go and talk about how somebody treated you, make sure you treat everybody right so that it does not come back to bite you in thine ass. I said what I said. Another thing that I think that you should not do, in addition to not representing yourself in court when you're clearly guilty, yeah. I don't want to talk about that, but it's just so easy. So many jokes that could come from that. So many. And I just don't want to, but oh my goodness. The only way we're going to survive this is to change the conversation altogether. I do want to say, as you all know, I have my first festival that is coming up on July the 24th. Next month, we're a little over a month out. The Asante Wine and Spirit Festival, highlighting African-American owned spirits, cigars, wines, and everything like that. So we actually added 3 this week: Red Hazel Whiskey, Plush Vodka, and Island John. The Island John, baby. Let me tell you something. That Island John, he got a new flavor coming out too, Mango Peach. And if you have not had Island John, I suggest that you go and get it. That Island John will have you sitting. Yeah, you will want to do that. You would definitely want to do that. That Island John will have you sitting, in the great words of Paul Wall, sitting on 4 foes. It will. I must admit, it definitely will. But it's just, like I said, I appreciate each and everybody that has signed up. I have not tried the Red Hazel whiskey. Of course, we've had the Greenwood. Yes, we've had the Greenwood. We've had the Greenwood whiskey. Gladys wine. We've had that. They haven't been in the studio. So in the next few weeks, you'll see where we'll be dropping the promo. Shout out to Food and Lifestyle TV. Make sure you download the app. And when you download the app, next month you will see my first talk show. Child, when I tell y'all, if you want something to test your security, I second guess everything. What I'm gonna wear, how my hair should be. So I'm going back and forth. Do I want to get more braids and get them in the purple, or do I want to go get me some big hair, or do my lashes need to be long? Do they need to be short? It's a
thing.
It is. It's more than I thought. It's a whole thing. And then, do I want to, how do I want to dress? Do my skirt need to be long? Do it need to be short?
Nail color, everything.
Nail color, everything. It is quite a bit. My brother, DJ Nephew, he's going to be there. Because when you see him, you see me. Okay? When you see me, you see him. So he's going to be DJing and everything like that. So we'll be taping that soon. Certain people will get invitations. And I'm being picky. Say what you want to say. I'm being picky about who I invite to that first taping, because everybody don't be happy for you.
That's true.
Everybody don't be happy for you.
That's true.
They can say what they want to say, but they do not.
Maybe haters.
Your haters will celebrate you. Don't get it twisted.
I don't know how else to say it. Because what else do you call you?
I don't know.
Dirty.
You could.
You suck.
Is something you want to talk
Less
about?
Less of a human being.
I mean, something we need to talk about? Is a stop on the street you want to make right there? I'm just saying. I mean, if you want to get something off your chest, just say that. Say that then. Just say that. Yeah, you all right? Like, all of a sudden I feel like I'm wrong. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, what happened?
You good?
You good? Check on your strong friends.
For real, y'all.
Check on your strong friends. Like, I'm not moving right now.
If you ever call me and I pick up and I don't say hello, I just pick up going pew, pew, pew. I'll hit that voice.
It's certain people.
I called you today. I almost just started out pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, child, and then I'm so mad because when I got to say, hey, I got an interview, I get off and it's this interview, and for one, I should have known something wasn't right because it was a group interview on Zoom. to sell some insurance.
I don't even know what's happening.
So this dude, huh?
You went in there blind, like not knowing.
Or not expecting.
I applied, the job description I applied for was customer success manager.
Gotcha. I bet you were like.
I politely bowed out. This one dude, though, he in the group, he went off. So the guy comes in. And on the Zoom, he's like, I was a doctor. I had $200,000 worth of school student loans. And so I was working, making $100,000 a year. And here I was being a doctor for 20 years. So as always, you would always tell that one white person that was raised in a trailer. in a single line. This is boo. You ain't gonna make me understand. Y'all don't believe that. I'm out of here. You're wasting my time. The activist in me kicked in. I want to be like, girl, dude, it's always your own people.
It's your people, Trevor.
It's always your own kind.
It's your people, Trevor.
But I didn't. And so I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and listen to it because you got to be pretty good if you're going to tell me you're a doctor, make $100,000 a year, working 20 years, and you couldn't pay off $200,000 worth of student loans.
I got questions.
That doesn't even sound right. What type of doctor was you? A voodoo doctor?
We started there.
Which doctor? What was you doing? So he got off the line. So I stayed on a few more minutes. Okay, let me just hear it out. Because I cut off my conversation with you. Something, Yeah. And they gonna talk about, well, we can teach you to be a salesman.
Let me go.
It ain't no scheme. It ain't a pyramid scheme, but it's just like, them people who had you selling knives.
Yes, if you never Vector,
yes.
If you never sold knives or spoons, you really went out here in the trenches.
They went off on me because it was like a real interview and it was like a group thing. And I didn't know what I was getting into. The girl who recommended me, she was like the office person, so I thought that's what she was recommending me for. And then I get in there and they trying to sell some knives, and so I'm like, sir, this ain't something I'm finna do. I'm not finna, as a black woman, go out selling knives. Like, are you serious?
Are you interested in this?
And he, of course, was not. He was open palm, And so, and he like, well, I get it. Some people out there like to go get it, and some people don't. Sir, I'm not go getting anything with no knives
at all.
Like,
or spoons.
I'm not even gonna sell Avon.
And why are y'all selling knives? I have questions.
You're not gonna tell me to go get it and I got access to knives. Go get this ass chopping. Right. How about that?
Nah, he went off. So they think you don't like. I don't know.
I don't like to sell. Let me be honest. I don't like to. And if I sign up for a customer, if I sign up for a customer success manager, that's what I want to do. I don't want you to have me to fill it out to take a look at my resume and to see in the past I have done sales. Can I do it? Absolutely, but I don't want to. At this point in life, I got seniority.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Because I know how my sales style now is, do you want this or not?
Listen, that's why I'm so blessed to be to have a creative mindset and focus on a creative career. When I say, matter of fact, it's not even a do you want it or not. Please leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered.
I don't mind you bothering me, but
the first
you buying
thing
something or
is
no?
gonna throw me off, and I'm be like, never mind, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. People are peopling again. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's only so much of people I can take.
And I don't do the deception thing.
Yeah, like lying to people.
Yeah.
I can't do that either. That's why I prefer not to talk to people at work.
I'm like, what do you think about this?
Again, do y'all need to talk about something?
You might not want to get there, right?
Do y'all need to talk about
Don't ever ask what you think.
Yeah. Like this one woman, man, she put me in a really tough situation because she was like, what size do you think I should get? A 2X or a 3X?
What you mean she put you in a tough situation?
I couldn't.
Was she a 3?
I couldn't tell.
I tell women every day.
Didn't tell her, I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
I don't know.
That's what I say, but I was like, man, my fitting rooms are open if you feel like trying on clothes. That was my response. Because I was going to tell her 2 and then she get home and she couldn't fit it. So
yes, you would. Because she shouldn't have asked. She should know what size she is.
Yeah.
She in the store, ain't she? She knows she on the plus size.
See how you responded, but see how Whit responded? That's our problem, Shale. I would have been like, well, what size do
you normally wear?
Are you a 3X? See, and then now I'm wrong.
Matter of fact, I'm always go for bigger anyway. Child, I'm messing around and order something.
I'm going for smaller because this will be a hot girl summer.
I order something off the internet. Right? Y'all don't like ordering stuff off the internet.
Yeah. You don't.
I really don't. Because I'm belly. I carry all my weight in my belly.
But look at the malls and stuff. They keep shooting and fighting everywhere. You sure you want to be out here in the trenches?
I'm not going to no mall. Let me tell you.
So I got they
let's
were
be
fighting
fair.
at Cumberland.
I don't go no near no Cumberlands. I don't go near no Lennox.
I'll be a little.
And the fools that do go over there, those people who have not been in Atlanta, they newbies. Yeah, but because once you lived here, all that stuff. Think about how many times you've even thought about going to Six Flags.
I don't think ever been to Lennox.
You've never been to Lennox?
Not like since I moved here. I came like years ago. Six Flags years ago.
When's the last time you said, you know what, I need to hop up and go to Six Flags? Once you get here, you don't think nothing of that.
Only time I think about Six Flags is during Halloween, and I say I'm gonna go every year, and then I be like, no, we're on end up going.
Y'all know I'm not going to no damn Six Flags, no Halloween.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
No, ma'am.
Jump out at me.
Is it like a scary
Jump
house?
out at me.
Yeah. It don't have to be scared. I don't rock with Chuck E. Cheese. I don't rock with Mickey Mouse. Anything that's a human in a suit, in a costume, I don't do that. No, I don't do none of that. Because why we go around telling our kids, don't talk to strangers, but then you tell them to hug up on this.
Because they're characters.
I don't do them. I don't know who is in there. If he hit me, I don't know.
They
who
have
say
to go
that
through
did
screening.
it. One say Chucky did it.
They have to go through screening.
I didn't do the screening.
Now let me say this. Hold on, wait. Now Six Flags, they have to go through screening, but Chuck E. Cheese, they don't.
Chuck E. Cheese,
they don't.
Have you seen what's in those little ball pits when they clean them out?
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese is in business.
Huh?
You're not a child.
Who do they carry germs?
What you mean? Yeah, what you saying? I thought you were talking about the mascot.
All of it works together for the evil. It all works together.
So you wouldn't want to go to Six Flags for Halloween? They're really more so
Child,
characters like.
if I go to Six Flags for Halloween, please believe I'm going to get arrested. Because I'm going to hit somebody. Don't talk about hot boo. Don't talk about none of that.
So we're not
with me.
going to any haunted houses. We're not going to 2 Chainz because I think he's supposed to be doing his haunted house this year. Y'all, it's really the only thing I can't do is snakes. Please don't bring a snake out of me. Because I'm
not doing anything. Let me tell you something. Okay. If I get stopped by a white police officer vibe, I have been to the scary house. Boom, we ain't doing nothing else.
If you've been placed in cuffs in the back of a police officer's car and he's white and you've been sent to Holden, you can do a haunted house.
Because God said, when we living for the Lord, as we said we do, then God said to tempt not the Lord thy God. So if he brought me through this situation, I'm not going to tempt him again. What's the song that's going to play now?
Hallelujah, Lord.
Let's get into some music. He said, yeah. Let's thank him for all he's done and see all that he gonna see. homeboy's favorite homegirl, Miss Shala. You will listen to the Epiphany Suite right here on ATL's Next 100, only on IBNXradio.com, every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Welcome back to the Epiphany Suite. I'm your host, only one Shala. She is Go Jessie Go. And it sounds like might be time for to be in the kitchen. That's how I know our timeline's a little off. Or whatever.
Are we in the kitchen?
Are we in the kitchen?
In the kitchen cooking?
You ready to go in the kitchen and cook? Because Migos is back out.
Yes.
With the stir fry. Oh, never mind. No, we're not in the kitchen yet.
Already?
We're in the bedroom. I just thought about that. So I posted on my Facebook page, why were y'all mad at Destiny's Child? Like, I didn't get it. And I was told that the lyrics should cater to you. Some of the new age, I guess, are they feminists? I don't know what that is. But you had a problem because at one line in the song says, my life would be purposeless without you. And so, did y'all see it? And how did y'all feel about it? And then I reserve mine for last, because y'all know they don't be liking when I tell the truth about certain situations. Go, Jessie, go. What are your thoughts? Are we canceling that one song?
I think y'all are bored. I think y'all need to find another hobby. I think y'all really need to seek help and therapy. I think if you want to do a pick me, I want some attention, just say that. If you confused about some things, just say that. If you pick the wrong one to cater to, girl, join the club. Just say that, all right? Because that's absurd to say literally a line out of a song over like 17 years ago. That's going and not being funny. Let me say this, when the universe blesses you with your person that means something, you will feel like I want to cater to you, and you've added purpose to my life. Y'all, why are y'all picking this apart? And then the main ones who are saying something about it are the same ones dancing the future, the same ones who are saying, Shirley, this Barbara, can I talk to you? You ain't got no problem with Barbara calling Shirley, but you have a problem with her saying it would be purposeful, like, without you. Y'all got to stop picking and choosing what y'all want to have issues with, okay? All right.
What say you, Whit?
Have
you heard the song?
Oh, wow.
Gotta check.
Have you heard the damn song first?
Love the song. Just listened to it yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
I will say it's very not the song, but the people who got to say about it's childish. Because I remember when this song came out, I was young. You talking about 17 years, so it was like 10, 11 I was. And I was like,
what you doing? Listen to the song when it came out. You had no business listen to the song.
That's what I'm saying, childish. Because I remember vividly saying, I ain't gonna cater to no man. And this girl who was riding to school was like, girl, you crazy. She was like 12. But it's like, it's childish.
Wait.
Because.
Who was she?
What she mean she crazy at 12 years old? What she know about the men?
Right.
Did I call her crazy?
No, I'm calling her. She had no business knowing. At 12 years old, she had no business knowing.
She called me crazy.
She called you crazy, but she had no business. Y'all should have been in the. Y'all still should have been in the ew boys phase at 12.
Right. Exactly. Childish. And so I feel like the women nowadays, they need to get out this whole fake feminism. Like everything is like, come on now,
stop
quiet.
it. Like please stop.
If you don't want to cater to a man, dang, it's a nice song. Michelle Williams killed it. Like,
y'all want to be men so, like, what is wrong with y'all?
What it is.
Like this fake, like you said, the whole fake feminism thing.
Like, but like you don't want to do half the stuff men do. Let's be honest.
You don't. I don't.
Exactly. You finna go out there and mow your lawn?
No, Rick Ross don't even mow his own lawn.
That's a lot of lawn to mow.
He said he saved $1 million a year.
Hello.
Have you been out there past that house?
I have. I'm surprised it's not more than that.
Yeah. You know, here's my thing with this, and it was funny because on my Facebook post, she started, she's like, I got a lot of respect for you, but do you really care? And I care in the sense of, I hate lazy activists.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's lazy wokeness.
Yeah.
Fake.
It's fake. So if you're going to go after cater to you, are we going after each and every song?
Right.
Where they say anything, because at the end of the day, music is art, and it's left up into interpretation.
Jodeci said, "Take my money and my cars." You want to change that?
And that's crackhead talk 101. He said, "I'm fiending." Wow. You got me fiending, and I'd have had a few fiending in my time, so I know I'm not a bad drug. But I digress. I'm never.
That thing be.
The dog is never been a drug. But if you're gonna drug me, you know, I'm the drug of choice. However,
I'm the plug. Okay, I'm the source.
Get high off some only one shower. I just think that for one, if you're gonna say you're sticking up for this and you're sticking up for that, this is wasted energy.
Right.
Don't tell me that you want to go after this one song, but yet still you still scared to say that Uncle Leroy or Auntie Tina been molesting your cousins, your brothers, and your sisters for years.
Oh.
Like if we gonna stand up for something, we gonna be activists and we gonna talk about how to treat people and what's right, then tackle that first. Take care of your own house. Take care of the fact that your sister is a drunk because your uncle molested her and everybody hid it. If you're gonna talk about something. If we're gonna battle something, let's go after human trafficking. Like
of all the things
that you want to do is a song. And on top of that, when you look at the lyrics of the song, they said, "Baby, this is your day." She just gave him one day because she put. What's
That's
wrong?
Your problem. Stop. And then okay, so of all the songs that women have where men said they'll lay their life down, they'll give over their money, house, a rib, and the one song where you say, you know what, for being a good man,
this is for you.
This is for you. Let me make you feel good. Here y'all go. That's why.
But you hate for asses.
Here y'all go. Y'all the same ones who be like, I don't need nobody in my bed at night. I got Jesus.
But here's the thing: you have not, and also on the same ones that's saying, you know what? If you want to spend time with me, then you got to buy me a Birkin. See, me myself, I take a problem when you say buy me a Birkin because that means you put a price on your life.
I don't think these are the Birkin women.
Oh yeah, I think these are the Birkin women.
I think that I don't know who these people are.
That's only because they think anybody found out.
Yeah, they're not getting Birkins.
Yeah.
They're not getting nothing. I don't think.
Yeah. That we can see.
Yeah, no. I don't think they're getting anything.
I don't think they're getting anything.
Because anybody who getting anything, ain't nobody gonna be analyzing this song like this.
Because you know if you get a good man. They said it was slavery.
Whether you get a good man or a good woman, like and then because I had somebody in my feed, he actually like, well, it's about the LGBT community. I'm sorry. I had somebody in my comment. Y'all go look at my Facebook page. You'll see the comments. And he's like, to turn men against women. So here's my problem with that. You're going to say that this song, which is 17 years ago, is to turn men against women by the LGBT community. When in fact, I want to be honest, some of the best drag shows I've seen have been by female impersonators singing this song. They don't have no problem with it whatsoever. And then on top of that, we have got to stop wanting to blame the LGBTQ community because at the end of the day, they want the same thing that all of us want. Leave me the hell alone and let me live my life.
Is he trying to say because they reference and put a pronoun on?
Yes, he's trying to say they're putting division between men and women. But here's my caveat to that. Y'all always ready to say it's the LGBTQ community, but then be riding with that dude, Kevin Samuels.
Oh, and I gotta and why, and speaking of him and people like that, why do y'all want to be so mad so bad all the time? Why do y'all want to feel a way about everything? Y'all are choosing to feel a way.
Yeah, they think like when he...
Please stop. You're bothering me.
They think when he tell y'all how it is.
Yeah, and he do that little...
I just don't get that. I don't get that.
And the sweaters and that Red Bull and the scarf and the little ticking thing and the
y'all know how I feel about him, and I cannot. But I will say this. If you're going to do that to cater to you, are we going throughout songs throughout history? Because let's just be honest. Lenny Williams said, I get lonely.
I get lonely.
I can't eat. I can't sleep.
I get lonely.
Again, Phoenix said, take my money, my house, and my one hit of you. You can have it all.
Listen.
That is drug addict. PM Don said, I die without you.
Boys, the man said I'll never walk again.
Because we come to the end of the road.
Can't even walk no more.
Wow.
Can't even walk.
You know who you can walk with? The Lord.
Because he'll never let you down.
He'll never let you down. Exactly.
But they would have a problem with him.
Yeah. They have a problem with him.
They often do.
They have a problem with him because why he got to be he? Why he got to be her?
Why does he have to walk and not roll?
Listen, did y'all hear they trying to take the word freshman out and just have It's getting ridiculous.
It's getting
They
It's
said
awful.
That the word man or men within freshmen
is offensive too.
And so now they're just doing first year.
I'm not going through all that. You're gonna be a freshman. That's what you're gonna be. And again, there's so many. There's so many other. It repeats itself. It's the equivalent of what they're talking about, which is foolishness. It's the equivalent of. And I'm finna talk about y'all, Georgia. And the Senate passed. We can celebrate Juneteenth, the holiday, but then we can't talk about it in school. It don't make sense. Make it make sense. It's the same thing I say to these feminists and everything like that. So you're gonna say a woman saying "I'll cater to you" is toxic.
But you don't want to.
But then when a man say, "Hey, let me pay all your bills," he winning. Toxic is toxic. Anytime that you engulf yourself into one person to the point you don't make good decisions, that's toxic. And everybody done been, you done dated a girl that's toxic. You done dated a dude that's toxic.
Forget these toxic ones.
Child, if we do be toxic, I'm gonna tell you what we gonna do. What I ain't gonna do is go out without something. I need something. Now that may make me toxic. But I just find as though it's lazy activism. It's lazy wokeness. There's so many things. Like I said again, don't tell me you want to pick up a song that's 17 years old, but then here it is, your sister who is 10 years old. He molested you, now he molested her, and you ain't said nothing.
Just finding something to be mad about.
Just finding something to be mad about. Be mad, but be mad at the right things.
Come on now.
Be mad at the right things. Anybody that's around me, if you tell me you disrespect women, if you tell me that you want to assault women, anything like that, if I even think, like around me, I don't even want to see a child sitting in your lap ever at a certain age. Why the child sitting in your lap? My niece know. You better not.
Oh, we don't play them games.
We don't play them games. We don't. I had one of my cousins, uncles. I don't know what he is. I forgot what he is. But my niece, he came in. He was trying to get her to sit in his lap. She looked up at me. I was like, "Bro, you know we don't play that. You trying to get your ass beat tonight. You trying to have Family Feud tonight, and nobody wins when the Family Feuds." And he's like, "You know, I wouldn't even think." I said, "You don't have to, because I'm thinking for you. That's your problem." That's the things that I think that we should be upset about. Cater to you, 17 years ago. And then, like, if y'all go look at my feed, you'll see one chick was like, "Well, bills was about checking these bum dudes, telling them they need to man up, because bills was like you driving her car, using her credit card." Me, the OG that I am, I'm like, "Well, what the hell he driving your car? Because you can't drive my car." I'm funny about that. You damn sure ain't gonna get my credit card.
Please have a car.
But I also date men who wouldn't allow that.
Yeah. I think that people nowadays, they going a little hard with the like independent woman thing.
I think they are.
It's like they get to a point where it's like oh, as a woman you don't need a man, but it's like stop trying to make it seem like
Lies y'all tell you.
I would like one. Yeah,
you
know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like you can do for yourself.
These views do not reflect.
You know what I'm saying?
With statements do not reflect the view.
Yeah, but if that's your choice, like I said, I know. To be honest with you, the most successful couples that I know are same-sex couples.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The ones who've been in relationship for 10, 20 years, married and happy and thriving, are same-sex couples.
Yeah. I know both.
Meanwhile, over here,
I just don't think it.
Let's play some music, y'all. We finna get way all types of in trouble. But y'all drop off. If you follow us on IG, if you follow us on Facebook, anything, tell us what you think.
How
It's
much time
catered
do
to
you
you.
get for shooting somebody in their arm?
And see, that's what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? We just, you know what? It depends on who defends you. Play the song with. Because if your hair like this and they defend you, play the song with. Because it's about to go all left. Play the song with.
Check it out. Yeah. Morty up in here. Time to bring the ruckus with rap. From the beginning till we out. Introducing Miss Thing Monica. That's right, represent ATL or L-Town. So everybody get up out your seat and fix your body. For ain't nobody. And it goes like this.
You've been more than good to me. Give me all that I need. There's a little thing you
like the Epiphany Suite. I am your host, only one Shale, and she is Go Jessie Go. And so, yeah, we check our live feed because it said it just ended on us. I don't know what them shenanigans about. I don't know. We'll just go live from our page then and just do what we do for the rest of the night. Because we did get started late, y'all.
Is it back up?
I don't know.
Which one is it? Facebook or?
Facebook, Okay. Yeah, but in the meantime, in between time,
Yes.
as we said before the break, stop whining about stuff that really ain't nothing to whine about. Like, what you doing that you had time to go back 17 years to analyze a song?
That's just it. You got too much time on your hands.
That's just it.
Okay.
Too much time on your hands and not enough in your hands. Hey. So, but it's kitchen time. It's kitchen time, and as you know, in the kitchen, that's when we discuss things that are hot, things that are coming, things that we need to watch for.
Yes.
And so, go Jessie, go. What's hot? What's cooking?
So what's cooking and what's hot right now is the music scene. It looks like now that summertime is back going and outside is back open, the artists have been working. Starting with Migos, who recently dropped their latest project that actually charted #1 on the Billboard.
I ain't even heard it.
They said they declared that it would be the greatest album drop this year.
Jay,
this album contains straightening. Ain't nothing straightening but straightening, and we just
stop doing too much in the beginning, Jay,
to get it straight. Because if you want it straight, you gotta straighten it out to get it straight.
Stop doing too much in the beginning, Jay.
So
okay, well we'll get them that because they cooking they're cooking in the stir fry. Which anybody got a problem that they cooking in the kitchen with the stir fry?
Right.
Anybody activists stood up about that? But go ahead.
And they're stirring it up, and the ladies have been on the scene too. All dropped Friday, same day. I don't think it was more of a competition. I think they just want to get it going. Doja Cat, Dream Doll, Meg Thee Stallion. How do you feel about? I think she had to take a hiatus. Well, she took a quick hiatus, like a 1-2 day hiatus, and she returned because she wants to bring back hotter music. Which, speaking of Meg Thee Stallion and her music and her accolades, she also recently paid for the funeral of a fan, like a super diehard fan of her who passed away, as well as donated funds to for a college fund for scholarships because she's real big on books. So she's just trying to push, and it's interesting. She came out. She's still twerking in the shorts.
She got to twerk. You got to ask like that. You got to twerk.
She's still twerking, but she is in a seemingly happy relationship right now with Party, songwriter and singer Party, and she's donating funds to the colleges to give scholarships. She's making new music, so she's doing her thing this summer. So the music is going. The topic arose again this week about whether gifts should be returned once they've been given to you. And what's cooking is a lot of people feel like, because Quavo, in his song that was released in the album this week, stated that she had it, but he had to take the Bentley back. Saweetie follow up in the interview to say that once you are given gifts, she does not feel that they should be returned.
I can give you shit back.
You gotta give me that car back.
Right here to cut.
You gotta give me that car back.
If you give it to me as a gift, I'm not giving it back.
Really?
No. Did Jesus take his love back from us?
But a car?
Did Jesus take his love back for us?
No.
No, I'm not giving that gift back.
But a car though.
Again, if the Lord don't take it back.
Okay, well, if it's in her name, is it hers? Like they bought, you know what I'm saying?
He bought it.
I don't care. Once
if he was able to
you
take
give
it
to
back,
me,
then no, he had.
She probably
had
just
his
didn't
name on
fight
the
it. She
paperwork.
probably could have.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's hers, it's hers.
She probably just didn't fight it. Like, she was like, here, take it.
Mariah Carey took her ex-court and got $6 to $10 million.
She settled. Yep.
Can we talk about
Can
the
we talk
golden
about
year?
that? Yes. So speaking of and thinking, Mariah Carey took her ex to court and settled for $5 million because her time was wasted.
And she kept the ring because he was trying to get the ring.
And she kept the ring, so the ring was not counted with the $5 million settlement.
Wow, that judge must have really been a fan because that's a claim.
But she was valid though. She was valid in that.
Valid.
He knew from jump he never wanted to get married. So why even date me when you know my intentions?
You
know my intentions are to get married. My intentions are to have this relationship. So now you're wasting my time, baby. And that's why I'm about to cross over on God, because it's beneficial to cross over. Let me get that vanilla school with that $5 million. I can come back to the Black brothers. No, I agree with that 100%. I'm not giving you gift. You're not getting the gifts back. And if you waste my time, I need to be paid. Like, I'm low-key jealous of Mariah Carey because
listen,
when
I wish I could sue for my time wasted, but
just
I
do quick math about dudes that waste your time. Everybody just take this moment and do that quick math.
I ain't gonna get nothing but a Cinnabon and a blunt.
By my calculation, I am owed $14,235,427,283.27.
I'm a billionaire.
And I ain't got my payment.
If it's for time wasted.
So I agree with that, but I'm not giving the gift back. No.
And speaking of wasting time and not doing it looks like Pooh Shiesty, things may be looking up for him because the security guard who stated that he was shot is now recanting his statement, saying that he was on some drugs that night. He didn't know what he was thinking. And she takes it back. So, people out here winning $5 million lawsuits for their time being wasted. They're getting off. People are recanting their statements.
With the recanting, my thing is like this. When you change playgrounds, you got to change play partners. I'm going to be honest. There are certain people I cannot hang around. Not that I am better than them, not that I have more than them, but our minds we're not on the same level.
Because why the people around you shouldn't be okay with you even having to be like the shooter. Like, it's okay, we know you a shooter, but the people around you should be like, okay,
don't do that. Your hands don't need to touch that. Like, there have been situations where things need to be handled. I have people, y'all don't know about them and you won't know about them,
never know,
have said, you don't touch that because you have a brand to protect. We'll handle it.
Right, as it should be.
As it should be. Like, there are certain people that I can call, but the only caveat, I know once I call them, is no return, because what's going to happen is going to happen. So, that's my thing, is that if you want to get to a certain level, then you have to leave certain things behind. So, Pooh Shiesty Shizzy, whatever his name is, like, if you got this blessing, make sure you change. Make sure you understand, when you change playgrounds, you got to change play partners.
That's a good point.
You do. You have to change. You have to be around there, like, and you almost miss your blessing because there are people that have been removed from your life, and you thought it was something that would hurt.
Yep.
You thought it was a bad thing. How could they do this to you? You don't realize that they had to move because they were holding you back, or they were going to cause you harm in your journey.
In the long run.
In the long run. Like, I had to learn this late in life.
Yeah.
Very late in life. So, Pooh, change who you around, Pooh Boo. All right.
And to end it on the what's cooking. So, as we all know, like we were talking about earlier, I know we've entered a realm of the cancel culture, but as far as like comics and Disney and the different animations, I think they've kind of tapped outside the realm and they're exploring more. Like Phil and Lil Mom came out as a single lesbian on Rugrats, and like different things. So DC Comics recently, Marvel removed, because they had a scene where Batman was performing oral.
Oh, who?
Catwoman. Y'all, I'm sorry.
Make perfect sense. Bad cat makes sense to me.
So,
it was the cartoon or the comic?
It was a cartoon.
Like anime, like
they had the cartoon and the drawing, but they removed both. Yeah. It started as a sketch.
But was he hooking up with Catwoman?
Yeah.
Because Aura is required.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
They said heroes don't do that.
Lies you tell.
Lies you tell.
You a hero if you don't.
Bruce Wayne does that.
You a bum if you don't. Heroes go for the goal.
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
They was messing around. Come on.
They were messing around. So it's interesting because, like we said, we've been seeing the expansion. They've been exploring different ideas in the animation.
Eat the cat bat.
Eat the cat bat.
Eat the cat bat.
Come on. And Marvel has removed it because they were in a frenzy. Probably the same people who complained about Destiny's Child Cater to You said that heroes do not do that.
Let's be clear, it's 2021. There are men who eat cat and there are women who eat cat. Get out of here.
Listen, he's been eating from the front, back, side.
You know what I'm saying? Smack it up, flip it, rub down. Y'all better not touch BB D though.
Clark Kent and old girl doing? They like it.
They say here else on the day.
I'm so sick of this.
Yeah. You tired of playing here? You sick of it here?
Yeah, like every time you turn around, somebody got a problem. You know what I do? I rely on the Lord. I don't try to stop other people from having fun. Just because I don't want to do it don't mean I want to stop other people.
But technically, it's not that you don't want to do it. You just had to find somebody you want to do it with.
I don't want to, you guys.
She ain't met nobody.
She ain't met nobody.
But I promise you, in 6 months, if Whit comes talking about some girl, I met him. No. If he ain't the Lord, you got to go, bro.
You got to go.
Jesus, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to go. I promise you, if it's not.
But no, I'm not finna like stop nobody else and like get in their way and try to change pronouns and.
You know, God got the Creator got to be like, I really don't need y'all help.
Don't.
You know, He got to be like, what? I really don't. I love all of y'all. I don't need your help.
No, right, please. People just want to start something.
They do.
They do.
They don't have nothing to do. Have a drink and make sure it's black owned.
Go party at a black owned spot. Matter of fact, speaking of partying, New York is officially reopened.
California too.
Hey, Gavin. Hey, Callie. Go ahead.
Hey, Gavin.
Have a little blunt. New York, you can.
I'd holler at Gavin. I ain't gonna tell no tale. Hey, Gavin. When Gavin got and said, "What the hell is going on?" That last shooting, he's like, "What the hell is going on?" I said,
Gavin,
you so aggressive.
I like that. Say it again.
What the hell is going on? What's going on with you, Gavin?
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying? We need to, have some little brown cheering, but respectfully. So let's go ahead and play. Let's go and take a music break, and we come back. It's that time of the night where we close it down and do it and make it do what it do. But hey, Gavin, congratulations. Everybody made it through COVID. Congratulations. We out here.
We out here this summer.
But keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me, because I'll thrash you.
Please do.
We'll be back. Don't touch me. Stay back.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo.
All that.
Who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep? No, not who I am or when I'm coming, so you sleep. Wasn't in my realm or wasn't in your sphere. Knew not who I was, but listen here. Dress P-O-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If it's alright with you, I'll rip this head joint apart. Back, middle to the front, don't front. Want a good time, wanna give you what you want. Can I hear a hey? Get it up. You got a hat, it's for the house. The styling is creative, black sheep of the native. Can be violated or even decepticated. I got brothers in the jungle, cousins on the quest. Dead-retorted uncles and big porridge may they rest. Guess which way, what, when, how? Mr. Long Dress, black sheep slam now. Know you heard the others, only to the lovers. Then of course, the choice is yours.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you can get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you can get with this, cause this is kind of fat.
Where's the black sheep? Here's the black sheep. Even if we wanted to, the flock cannot be weak. Watch me swing like this. Why should I swing it like that? Because in fact, on me it might not attract. Therefore I ignore, do as I feel inside. I live with me. I've got my back tonight, you know what I'm saying? Yo, black, I'm not playing. Need to go with this and go with this with no delay and see. In actuality, wonder can it be? I made it look easy because it is to me. Anytime capacity was filled, tried to rock it. Anytime a honey gave us play, tried to knock it. Never was a fool, so we finished school. Never see us sweat and you'll never see us drool. Out to rock the globe while it's still here to rock. Don't punch girls and we don't punch a clock. Gotta go see you later by the cat. And you can't beat that with a bat.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you can get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you can get with this, cause this is kind of fat.
Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train goes off the track, pick it up. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. You can try, but then why? Cause you can't intervene. We be the outcast, down for the settle. Won't play rock, won't play the pebble. Open the door, you best believe we're sliding through it swiftly. Niftily, we can make it hip to be. What we're all cause, what we be. Be the epitome, do, da, dippity. So now I dwell just to say you plain up. Hold your cup, cause I got the container. Pass the plate up, cross the fader. Black sheep
back to the Epiphany Suite. It was a dope night. Shout out to Mr. Shawn Crenshaw. Make sure that you go follow him at Shawn Crenshaw Inc. And go and support Ovation for Men. It smells good, ladies. Get that for your man, because it smells good. Get that for anybody you want to smell good. Hey, you know, get that. Hey. But go, Jesse, go. Closing the final thoughts of the night. How to find you on social media?
You can find me on social media at _go Jessie Go. That's at _GOJESSIGO on Facebook, Jessica P. And final thoughts are: the weapons may form, but they will never prosper. Grow through what you go through.
All right, Whitney. Even though you don't be on that mug, how they find you on social media?
Wow.
Hello, you all. You can find me on Instagram, 2_ Whitney D. Shale, we talking about me, but y'all, the content is coming, okay?
We don't hear nothing about what's coming. Put it on there. We don't hear nothing
okay,
about
well,
that.
Just
go follow the page and leave it at that. We don't hear nothing about what's coming.
Y'all want an inspirational word?
We just gave you one. Get it done.
Oh, get it done.
Get it done.
Yes.
That is, get it done. And you can follow the show at Epiphany Suite on all social media outlets. We would love to hear your feedback. We would love to hear any ideas. Anybody you want to see on the show, we are welcoming of that. You can follow me at only1Shala. It's only the number 1 Shala. And I guess in closing, y'all know I try to be as transparent as y'all let me. I don't let y'all in too much because y'all be judgmental, and I'm not to the point in my salvation where I won't cuss people out. But I will say this. A lot of times, a storm comes because you're not on the right path. We think a storm will come and it is to make things difficult or things like that. Sometimes just as simple as getting you back to where you're supposed to be. We tend to get a vision and then we want to analyze the vision. We want to make the vision something that we think that it should be. When the vision, the way it was given to you is the way it should be. Do not accept the challenge from the Creator. Do not accept the gifts from the Creator. Do not accept and say, hey, this is the vision that I have, and then try to make it into something it was not supposed to be. That's just what it comes down to. It is what it is supposed to be. So yes, when you get off track, that's what happens. You get tapped. I remember hearing a gardener one day, and he did a whole bunch of trees, and one tree was leaning. I'm like, so, and I seen where he had it tied to a stick. Y'all know from the country. He had it tied to a stick, had the tree tied to a stick. I'm like, well, why are you trying to wood the wood? And he said what would happen is that why he had this stick tied to this tree is that the tree was leaning over. In order to get the tree to stand right up, he had to tap it a little bit every day. He had to tap it. He had to make it uncomfortable a little bit every day to get it back on the path it's supposed to. So sometimes when we're battling things in life, it's just a little tap to get you back where you're supposed to. All right? So until next week, you can catch us right here at on ATL's Next 100, 9 to 11. We got another dude stopping by next week. He sang.
Okay.
Yes, we got Mr. Devon stopping by. No, we're not talking about Dalvin or Devon. No, Mr. Devon. So make sure that you follow us on social media so you'll be able to keep abreast of all things Epiphany Suite. And if you need to book myself or Go Jessie Go, email info@theepiphanysweet.com. That's our time. We love y'all. Bye.
Touched his hand. Finally, now I understand why he saved a wretch like me.